we could consider our physical bodies as energetic vessels animated by the spark of our spirit. It is said that we harbor various levels of existence, from the densest and most tangible, to the most ethereal and subtle. It is when we elevate not only the quantity but also the purity of this energy, that our connection with the spirit becomes deeper and more sublime. Therefore, maintaining a high level of energy of excellent quality becomes the fundamental pillar for unleashing our maximum potential. In the course of our material journey in physics, we learn that energy is the life force that drives all interactions in the cosmos. From subatomic particles to distant galaxies, everything is imbued with this dynamic force. But what does this mean for us on a deeper level? It turns out that energy is not only an abstract entity in the universe, but it is the very essence of our existence. In fact, every cell in our body, every thought we have, every emotion we experience is imbued with this energy. Throughout the day, our energy reserves vary. They can rise or fall depending on the experiences and circumstances we face, although we trust in our ability to multitask. It is important to note that our energy is not infinite, at least in the physical realm, as it diminishes. We may experience a loss of physical strength, a decrease in motivation, and a greater tendency to procrastinate tasks. Low levels of energy not only affect our body but also our mental and emotional state. It is interesting to note that there are different levels and types of energy, some more linked to the physical plane and others to the mental or spiritual world. For example, you may have had a physically exhausting day, like after taking a long walk in the midst of a breathtaking natural landscape. Despite physical fatigue, you may feel full and filled with positivity. Inside, your physical energy may have decreased. But in contrast, your mental and emotional energy has increased. Conversely, you could be physically rested, but after spending time in an environment with people who do not resonate at your same frequency, you may find yourself very exhausted, both mentally and physically. Usually neither of these two aspects, the physical and the mental or spiritual, are isolated, but they interact and affect each other. The key lies in our awareness in recognizing the people, places, and things that elevate, enlighten, and invigorate us, as opposed to those that do the opposite. By identifying these influences, we have the power to respond appropriately and make decisions that are beneficial to our well-being. Within us resides a system of spiritual energy that acts as an intuitive radar, allowing us to perceive and understand the world around us. This system alerts us to charged atmospheres, warns us of dangers, and guides us along our journey through life. Therefore, it is wise to learn to identify which environments and situations will increase or decrease our energy levels. Energy is not only present in everything and everyone around us, but it also vibrates at a certain frequency, like a guitar string that emits a particular tone when struck. Our energy emits a unique frequency that resonates throughout our being and expands through the ether, impacting and influencing our environment and the people around us. The number of times our energy moves, and the power with which it does so, determines the quality of these vibrations, measured in hertz. Vibrations can be high, low, or something in between. I recommend for those who are not familiar to take a look at David R. Hawkins' Map of Consciousness. I will leave a link to a video I made on the subject in the description, which complements this information very well. In this video, we will explore various ways to protect our energy through some simple yet powerful practices. We will discover how to increase our vibrational frequency to live fully and achieve high levels of consciousness. Both high and low vibrations have their good and bad aspects. When we are in a state of joy, love, and gratitude, our energy vibrates at a high frequency, attracting by the law of resonance similar events into our lives. On the other hand, low vibrations are characterized by feelings of negativity, fear, shame, or sadness. They can be generated by external sources such as toxic environments, negative people, or challenging life circumstances. In addition, our thoughts and emotions can also generate low vibrations if they are rooted in fear, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs. When your high vibrations come into contact with either external or internal low vibrations, they decrease in quality like a flame weakening as it struggles to stay lit in the wind. Low vibrations steer you away from the positivity of life. These low vibrations drain your energy levels, generating a disconnection with your spirit, with your higher self. When you don't know how to protect your energy from low vibrations, you are likely to end up in a downward spiral that leads to even lower levels of energy, preventing you from breaking free from that cycle of negativity. The situations we regularly expose ourselves to can profoundly influence our internal condition, impacting our energy. Have you ever noticed how immersing yourself in negative or disturbing content tends to draw you more towards those feelings? It's as if there's an invisible force pulling you in. For example, spending excessive time on social media, keeping up with the latest news and world events, could lead to an unconscious attraction to these topics. A kind of emotional masochism. Furthermore, due to the algorithmic systems used by social media, you are likely to come across an increasing amount of negative content that keeps you at a low level of vibrational energy. In this regard, it is important to note that there is generally an interest on the part of the powers that be in keeping us in states of low energy and vibration, as it is easier to exert control over us. This way, when our vibrational state is at low frequencies, our mood is negatively affected. But also when we are exposed in the long term to these low vibrations, we can end up experiencing chronic disorders such as anxiety or depression. Low vibrations can disconnect us from our divine essence and our internal guidance. When our energy is laden with negativity, it becomes harder for us to access our inner wisdom. We may feel spiritually exhausted, lost, or disconnected from our purpose. And with a sense of inner emptiness, to reach a high level of consciousness and achieve a deep connection with your higher self, it is crucial to maintain a high vibrational state. The key to raising your vibrational state begins by protecting your energy and preventing it from being drained by negative vibrations. You have the power to protect yourself from low vibrations and raise your energy frequency, even when it is at its lowest point. All it takes is becoming aware of the sources of low vibrations in your life and using strategies to protect yourself with them. You can regain your energy vitality and inner peace. First, we must take care of our environments. Any environment that is dominated by conflict, hostility, or negativity emits low vibrations, like a factory emits toxic waste. This includes places where there is constant stress, tension, or emotional turmoil. But even more insidious are the low vibrations generated by the media, such as news, which are often based on violence, insecurity, or fear. Likewise, engaging in entertainment that glorifies violence, such as series movies or video games, can contribute to lowering our vibrational level. So how do we protect ourselves from these situations or environments? Start by identifying your own needs and limits, then communicate them clearly to others. This may mean saying no to requests that do not align with your priorities or values, or setting guidelines on how you expect to be treated in relationships. You will have to have honest conversations with your loved ones and friends about your needs and expectations, letting them know what behaviors are acceptable to you and what crosses the line, and being firm in enforcing those boundaries if they are violated. Similarly, we should set limits on news, social media, and entertainment that lead us to a negative state. Remember that setting boundaries is not about being selfish or closed off, it's about taking care of yourself. So you can show up as your best self in all areas of your life, just as we have physical boundaries to protect our personal space. We also need to set energetic boundaries. Sometimes these energetic boundaries need to be established, not only with external people or situations, but with ourselves, specifically with our own minds. What can you do to deal with low vibrations that come from within yourself? Free yourself from recurrent negative thoughts by recognizing them when they arise. Slowly develop an awareness of how people's actions make you think negatively, or how the events you experience influence your thoughts, leading you to a state of scarcity, worry, or negativity. The best way to do this is through meditation and mindfulness. through meditation. You can realize how thoughts arise one after another without control, and often without meaning. When we find ourselves in a negative internal state, the mind brings more and more negative thoughts. It's like a snowball effect. Stop and find a calm space to acknowledge these automatic and repetitive thoughts, by not engaging with them. You will see how they gradually lose their power. Recognize that these thoughts are not yours. You do not consciously generate them, nor do they benefit you in any way. The next step is to maintain this process throughout the day, gradually becoming a mere observer of your thoughts, and not letting yourself be carried away by them. This approach allows you to take control of your mind instead of being at its mercy, by quieting the mind and cultivating awareness of the present moment. We can transcend the fluctuations of the ego and connect with our higher self, which is inherently pure and radiant, while also letting go of negative thoughts and emotions. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing us to release negativity and restore balance in our energy field. We live in a world of dual nature, so focusing on just one aspect, in this case, the mental, would create an imbalance. It is also necessary to attend to our physical aspect. Exercising, maintaining a balanced diet, staying hydrated, and getting enough sleep positively influence our energy levels. The mind influences the body, and likewise, the body influences the mind. Just as we carry emotional burdens that lower our energy and vibration, we also accumulate burdens in our bodies. One very beneficial exercise we can do is grounding. Just as vitamin D is produced in our bodies from the energy and frequencies generated by the sun, 150 million kilometers away. The surface of the earth right under our feet provides energy and frequencies that directly affect us. When you make direct contact with the ground, whether it's soil, grass, or sand, you allow the earth's natural energy to flow through you, replenishing and stabilizing your energy field, but also your charged body. By barefoot contact with the earth discharges all the negative energy it has accumulated, like the grounding in every household socket. This practice can help you feel more centered, grounded, and connected to the world around you. Another grounding technique is spending time in nature. Whether you're walking through the forest, sitting by a river, or climbing a mountain, being surrounded by the beauty of nature has a powerful effect on your internal state. Take a moment to breathe in the fresh air. Listen to the sounds of the birds, and feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Allow yourself to be fully present in the moment, and absorb the healing energy of the natural world. This is one of the best ways to raise your vibrations and replenish your energy. Surrounding yourself with positive people with whom you feel in harmony can also contribute positively to raising your energy levels. There are people who with their mere presence brighten your day and fill you with vitality. Surround yourself with those people when you can, and even better, become one of those people yourself. This way, you will contribute to raising the energy of those around you. Lastly, expressing gratitude daily can deeply influence our energy, directing our focus towards abundance and possibility rather than scarcity. This shift in mindset not only raises our energy levels, but also attracts more positive experiences into our lives.